Welcome back to the Flow Sports Fix on this Thursday. We've been talking with the Flow Man. He's been covering some local sport, and he loves his cricket as well. But there is someone else in the Flow team that loves their cricket that wee little bit more, and that happens to be the Statman. G'day, Jase. How are you?
G'day, Clayton. Yes, enjoying the cricket test match in India. Pretty important one underway today. Looking forward to that. But yeah, we are going to talk a bit of cricket today, and there was a couple of pretty wild games played internationally in the 2020 sphere.
Yeah, there was one that was in the West Indies. I'm hearing all sorts of crazy stories about it. So what's happened?
This is ridiculous. So look, I've got to qualify this by saying the West Indies won this game comfortably. I think they won chasing down 132 with about 7 overs to spare. So they did this comfortably, but. Yeah. The talk around this game is their spinner Dhananjaya for Sri Lanka, who became just the 15th player to take a hat-trick.
Oh.
He removed Chris Gayle, first ball, if you don't mind, for a duck, obviously. But in the very next over, he then made infamy again by having Kieron Pollard smash him for 36 off an over, only the second time in international cricket that it's happened.
So, 6 sixes. Wacko. Oh.
Yep, 6 sixes in and over. Kieron Pollard, his innings finished at 38 off just 11 balls, 36 of them coming in 6 balls against the bloke who's just taken a hat-trick. So, I guess that's feast and famine all in the one game for the young man. That's... what a game.
Yeah. Check out my highlight reel. No, not the next over, just this over. Focus on this here. I can see that.
Incredible stuff. That tells you how much of a hit and giggle game 2020 can be sometimes, right?
Unbelievable. 6 sixes and the previous over he got a hat-trick. I don't think that's
incredible stuff.
I don't think that's never happened in the game. That's never happened. So that's
absolutely not. Yeah. No, that's clearly the first time that it's only the second time that 6 sixes have been hit internationally. So, and one of those, I think previously, I think it was Yuvraj Singh did it in a 50 over game. So. It's certainly never happened before.
Yeah, and just incidentally, the West Indies won by 4 wickets with 41 balls remaining. So just to to finish that off. And how many times did you get hit for 6 when you were bowling? Was it most overs?
I didn't bowl much, Clayton. They realised I was a baseballer quickly and decided to put the gloves on me. But I do have best bowling figures of 2 for 26 from 2 overs. Thank you very much.
Just thought I'd ask. Now, the Aussies finally beat the Kiwis.
Yes, they did, over the ditch, and it was game 3 of the series there. The Aussies obviously needing a win to stay in the series. No crowds allowed, and it's probably just as well because they would have copped an absolute leathering from the Australian top order who went berserk. Matthew Wade didn't do much, but after that, Finch, Philippi and Maxwell all went crazy, and Aaron Finch, good to see him make some runs, 69. He didn't top score, though. Glenn Maxwell, did he go stupid with the bat? 225 was his strike rate, 70 runs off 31 balls, and the Aussies finished at 4 for 208. So a big total from them. And the man who copped most of it was James Neesham, who was the hero of Game 2. For the Kiwis, if you remember correctly.
Yep.
Well, he went 4 overs, none for 60. So the Aussies obviously had a score to settle with him, Clayton.
Yeah, they worked him out. So, yeah, I'm glad they did that. It was a great victory.
In reply, the Kiwis were bowled out for 144, and the wickets, well, how about this? Obviously, Ash Nagar was coming under some pressure after not having taken a wicket in the first 2 games of the series. Well, he made up for that. He finished with 4 overs, 6 for 30, including a hat-trick, Clayton.
Oh, another hat-trick. Woohoo!
Another hat-trick. There you go. So, in fact, it wasn't a hat-trick. My apologies. He took 3 wickets in 1 over.
Oh, well.
That's close enough to a hat-trick.
Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, 3 in and over. That's good. Yeah, that's close to a hat-trick, yes. And that's good.
Yeah, so 6 for 30 off 4 overs. That's good bowling.
That is astonishing bowling. It's better than your 2 for 26.
Yep, so, the Aussies still in it. Game 4 coming up soon. And, of course, most of the Australians, cricket-loving public will be watching what's happening in India at the moment, barracking for the Poms other than David Warner, who's refusing to do so.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. I partly agree with him, but I would like to see the Aussies go that step further. So yeah, I'm going to be cheering on England, who are batting at the moment, but I won't give any spoiler alerts and details. Okay. So we'll leave that alone. Now, just before you go, I just want to ask you a story that broke earlier today about Willie Rioli. What's going on there as we cross to AFL?
Don't like this at all, I've got to say, but here's the deal. Willie Rioli, a couple of years ago now, was due to take a drug test. He was caught substituting, I think it was Powerade for urine. I'm not sure how he thought he was going to get away with that, but anyway, pressure does strange things to people, and now he was provisionally suspended since September the 12th, 2019. It looks as though, and these are just reports at this stage, it's not confirmed, but it looks as though he's going to be handed a 2-year ban, which will be backdated. Now, I don't like this at all. The maximum penalty is 4 years. By my understanding, that would make him eligible to play again on September the 12th, 2021. So if the West Coast Eagles make the finals this year, technically he would be eligible. I mean, unlikely that they would play him, but technically he would be eligible to play, and I think that's all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right to me, and from what I'm just seeing on the social media screen in front of me, some of the fans aren't too happy about it either, so I don't think you're alone there, Jase.
No, I'll tell you what I am happy about is at least there's going to be a resolution to this. I mean, whilst he's done the wrong thing here, Rioli, to have this drag on as long as it has is not certainly fair on him. I don't think it's fair on the football public, and I don't think it's fair on the West Coast Eagles either, who need to work out what they're doing with their list. Yeah. So finally, they've got some sort of resolution to it at least, but yeah, not a good one in my opinion.
And how would you feel if the Eagles are in the grand final and then he gets selected? If you're one of the Eagles players, will you be happy about that?
Not at all. No, I honestly think that he shouldn't be definitely playing at all this year. He certainly shouldn't be eligible to play this year, and probably next year as well. But that's. If I was on the jury, that's probably the way I would look at it. It's a nasty area when you start getting to the point where you're substituting other liquids for urine during sample time. It's not a good look for the game, not a good look for the club, and not a good look for athletes in general.
No, it tends to stay with them for long after their career's over. So. Yeah, we'll see how that one plays out, no doubt. All right, Jase, we will leave you to it. You've got the sports show tomorrow. You're gearing yourself up for it. You're starting to go through all your preparation and your exercises and all that for the big sports show tomorrow.
Well, I am, but I'll be a listener tomorrow, Clayton, for the first time in a while. I'm hopping on a plane and heading over to the Eyre Peninsula, as you know, for the Game On Festival over there. So it'll be the Flow Man and Ellis Kelly is taking the reins tomorrow for the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. I'm looking forward to seeing how those two working together. I might lose my job.
Yeah, I'm suddenly thinking we're going to get a ratings boost now.
Let's not get too carried away with it, Clayton, but we'll see how they go anyway.
Yes, Ellis will be in here in his suit, no doubt, but we'll look forward to that. All right, thanks, Jase. You fly safe and we'll catch you again.
Thank you, Clayton.